All right, Kiss Army, strap in because we have a lot of Kiss news to get to. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 163 of the Kiss Army Things podcast. My name is Xander.
My name is Daphne.
And yes, it's true. We have a lot of news to get to. In the last episode, we talked about our 2026 Kiss forecast, what we could expect or what we will want to see happen in 2026. Well, it's February, so now we know. We have a really good idea of what's going to happen, at least until the first half of the year. But so much to be excited about, so much to talk about. It's been 3 weeks since we did an episode,
That's
I feel
crazy. It feels like even longer, honestly.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be honest with everybody, it's been a rough couple weeks here.
2026 is not treating us very well so far. But
yeah, we won't get into it, but rest assured, if you're in the same boat where you just feel like, it's always one step forward, two steps back, you're not alone. But this is our time to just get rid of all the BS, sit here, talk about Kiss, lots to celebrate, lots to talk about. Thank you guys so much for being here. You guys know what we do on every episode in the beginning. It's the Kiss Spotlight.
Of course.
So, Daphne, I'm turning it over to you. I want to know what your Kiss Spotlight is, what you've been rocking out to, what you've been focusing on.
Yes. My Kiss Spotlight this week is Animalize.
Animalize!
I don't know why. It just was speaking to me, and sometimes it just hits so hard.
You need some 80s Kiss.
It's such a good, it's one of my favorite 80s albums, and it has so much punch and energy and just kind of gets you hyped up. And I've been loving it.
I agree. That album opener smokes
it's
every
the
single
best.
time.
It's one of the best tracks on the whole thing.
So I think when was it? Because I also listened to a little bit with you in the car.
Yeah, in my car. Yeah.
And again, I've had Up Into the Fire, Heaven's on Fire, Burn Bitch Burn. Those three fire songs in the beginnings are all fire.
I know. Really, the title of the album should be something about fire, not Animalize.
Animal
in my
Fire.
opinion.
Yeah.
Animalize.
Fire Eyes.
It sounds cool and it looks cool with the album cover, but it's not really relevant.
Yeah. No, you're right, but I think it's a great album, and it's funny because this just occurred to me before we were filming. This was not planned.
Okay.
Today's Mark St. John's birthday.
No way! I didn't know
Seriously,
that.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're spotlighting the only album he was on.
Well, that must be why I was drawn to it the past few days. That's so funny.
Maybe,
I love
perhaps.
that.
But just before we were filming, I was like, why do I feel like I'm forgetting something? Why do I feel like I was supposed to make a post about something and I forget? Like, what am I missing? And I was like, oh my gosh, it's February 7th.
Yeah.
It's Mark's birthday. So this will be up on the 8th. So one day removed. But hey, this whole weekend is Mark St. John birthday.
That's awesome.
As far as I'm concerned. So very appropriate spotlight, even though we weren't planning that. It was meant to be.
I love it.
So, yes, I need to go back and listen to the whole album. Because like I said, I got a little bit of a taste listening to it with you. But I need to go back and listen to the full album. It's a very short album, so it's one that you can get through
a little bite-sized.
It really, it's a big bite. But also, 9 songs, Every Kiss album should have at least 10, but
yeah,
I guess,
it's only, 38 minutes long, something like that. It's pretty short.
Gosh, wow, yeah, you're right. That's crazy. Yeah, very short, but it does pack a punch.
Yeah.
Very strong album. My Kiss Spotlight isn't actually an album.
Okay.
Mine is more of an experience. And if you guys watched my last video, or one of the last videos, you guys know that I traveled all the way to Philadelphia for Wings Night.
Yes.
In Philly, so...
Or Kiss Night at the Wings
game.
Did
I say Wings Night
yes.
at the Kiss game? Yeah, Kiss Night at the Wings game. Shows you where my mind's at, guys. I'm all turned around. But yes, it was Kiss Night at the Wings game, and I agree, it was crazy work driving 11 hours just for a sports game.
Yeah.
And then having to turn around the next day, drive 11 hours back because
partially
of a snowstorm.
in a snowstorm, yeah.
Yeah, either way, the actual game itself, everything before and everything during and after was a lot of fun. It really was. I had a great time, and I was glad to see how much Kiss they put into it because as soon as I walked in, it was both digital and print graphics everywhere with Kiss. The first song they were playing when I walked in was Gimme More from Lick It Up, so 80s deep cut. I was like, they're playing Gimme More right now? And there was like this DJ booth with 2 girls that were, running the DJ booth, and it had like the logo on front, and it was a bunch of flames behind it. It was really cool.
That's awesome.
And I was walking by, and I stood there, and I didn't even think about it, because I was kind of like air guitar, like, what song is this? Because everybody's talking, and I'm like, everybody shut up! That scene in Detroit Rock City, and I was like, everybody shut up! Like, I'm trying to figure out this song, and so I'm like, oh, give me more! And I look over, and these girls are looking at me like, you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to figure out the song. So I keep walking, and then I hear less of Gimme More and more of I Love It Loud. But I Love It Loud sounds like it's live.
Right.
but it's not Kiss, so it has to be a tribute band or a live band of some sort. And sure enough, Cold Gin, right around the corner, was set up right there by the Outfitters, is what the store was called. But they were right there. Tribute band was fantastic. They were definitely the best part of the night.
Yeah, absolutely. And they played again at halftime.
Yes,
is that right?
And I was thinking they were either going to play before the show or at halftime, and that was just going to be it. But they were playing both.
That's awesome.
And that, to me, was definitely the best part. So Cold Gin, I had never heard or seen them play before. They were absolutely fantastic. Their stage setup was really on point. And I believe the Star Child even recognized me because he pointed at me several times.
Well, and then he commented on your post afterwards. And was like, "We need to." Like I said, I saw you.
Wish we could have chatted, but I was just thinking like, oh, he's got there's some guy with a camera. Let's point at him.
Yeah.
But no, he actually knew that it was Xander from Kiss Army Things, and so I wish I would have been able to like chat with him for a little bit. But just obviously Ryan and to the guys, fantastic show, fantastic set. So I'm trying to think about all the songs they played because I walked up right at the end of I Love It Loud. But they played quite a bit. Again, I was thinking it was going to be just a few songs, whatever, a high and by kind of thing. But no, they were really embedded into the event. So you had I Love It Loud. They played Shout It Out Loud, Shock Me. There was a full guitar solo, drum solo. Firehouse with fire breathing.
Yeah.
Cold Gin, they played God of Thunder with fire, or with the blood spitting. And then their halftime set was Deuce. And let's see, what else did they play? There was something else that like really surprised me. It was Dr. Love was played at some point, but yeah, it was Deuce, and then Got to Choose, Rock and Roll Night, of course.
Right.
But it was just again almost like a full set between the two.
Yeah. And
so it really made the night feel, because I wasn't there for lacrosse.
Right.
No offense, the Wings were playing. I think they lost the game.
Did they? You don't even know for sure.
Well, I think they did lose, and which is crazy because they were killing it the first two quarters.
Yeah.
They really were. I mean, they had like 14 shots. The opponents had like maybe 2 or 3. And somehow the other team came back in the second half.
In the second
and
half.
They really, so, which was crazy because they were doing so good. But yeah, again, I was there for Kiss. I was there for the tribute band. So the tribute band was fantastic. They were playing Kiss all throughout the game. And I know I told you this, but I wanted to tell them this because this was just so funny. So I'm having a good time figuring out what songs they're playing. Mm-hmm. They played Strutter and Take Me, Cold Gin, and they played Gimme More again. And then they played Domino from Revenge.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay.
This is during the game?
This is during the game.
Over the speakers? Okay.
This is during the game. The players are on the field. The plays are happening. Everybody's going for goals. Like, I mean, the game is on.
Yeah.
You got people in the crowd doing their wing stuff. Like, everybody's just having a ball. And all of a sudden you hear, that bitch bends over. And I forget my name every damn time I walk through that door. It's the same. And I'm thinking, they didn't even play. And I should have known because when it was the chorus beforehand, they said, she's got me by the balls. They didn't say the censored version, she's got to have it all.
Yeah.
So that was my first red flag where I was like,
this is not the clean version.
Okay, cool. They're letting the dirty version or whatever you want to call it. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh no, wait a minute. I look back and there's like 4 teenage girls. I look over here, there's a couple of, young guys and his parents, and I'm just like, well, here we go. Let's see what happens. And sure enough, they just that breakdown, and you hear Jing say it all, and I'm like, they let that slide. And then about 5 seconds later, the track changed. And
it's so funny because by then it's like you've already passed the worst stuff. Like you could have just let it ride.
It's almost like somebody caught it as soon as it happened and was like, turn that song off.
Yeah, which I get, but at the same time, I ironically, I feel like it drew more attention to it, probably.
Probably, but now I'm wondering, like, was it one of those cases where, like, somebody's at the control station laughing, whereas the big boss person, turn it off, we got kids in the crowd.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oops, you should have checked.
Realistically, they probably just have Kiss on shuffle. They probably just have Kiss on Spotify or YouTube on shuffle.
Yeah.
And are just letting it go. Just assuming, based on the few Kiss songs that they know, that they're all going to be that clean.
But let's face it. So, they played that one. Before that, it was Gimme More, Touch My Body, Take It Slow, Come On, Let My Juices Flow.
Yeah.
Lick My Candy Cane.
It's not great.
Take Me, any way you want it, just break me, like, any way you want it. Like, they're just singing it all, and I'm just like, we're just here for the fun, I guess. Again, I mean, I'm probably the only one who's actually thinking that deep about it, but it was just so funny in the moment.
Most people probably weren't listening that closely.
No, nobody
that
was.
Is so funny.
Strutter was fun, and, all the songs were great. I love how they used the opening to Back to the Future.
Yes,
with Marty
that was fun on the screen.
And the electric guitar, and then it goes right into Strutter. Mm-hmm. That I thought was really cool. So they really did a good job with making it feel like Kiss Night.
Yeah.
There were Kiss graphics all over. The Kiss cam was never more apt than it was that night.
Perfect.
It was the most appropriate thing ever, the Kiss cam. So, Winston, the mascot, I
loved him.
It was a great night. It was a great night. So, if I had to make one complaint, which I usually don't, there wasn't really a lot of merch.
Yeah, I know you said that.
It was just
shirts.
It was just the shirts and the hoodie.
Yeah.
Which they're both really cool.
Right.
And they're very high quality, very, nice. The hoodies were really thick material, not that crap they had in the road tour.
Mm-hmm.
Really nice material. But yeah, I was thinking there was going to be like cups.
Right.
Where you like get a cup, a refillable cup, and then a souvenir.
That would be cool.
Maybe there was like promo guitar picks. I was freaking out for a second because they were handing out these free sticker albums.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, well, how cool would it have been if there was even one page
that was Kiss.
with one mention of Kiss? Maybe if there was like a game schedule for the year, and then it had the Kiss logo game night. Like, make it a collector's item, make it something fun.
Yeah.
There was, I guess, technically merch, but there was no souvenirs.
Right. It was all just clothing.
It was all clothing.
Sometimes it's nice to have things as well.
So I was looking for, some...
Even something small, like buttons. You know what I mean? Like just
buttons would have been cool, yeah.
Anything,
well, they had
stickers.
They had their higher-end merch, which was the hoodies.
Right.
And then they had their mid-tier merch, which was the shirts.
Yeah.
But they could have had their smaller
stuff,
merch, which would have been your cups, or even smaller, which would have been your, like, a freaking keychain. It's just the easiest thing.
Yeah.
A souvenir or something, because I was ready to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I did get some things for the Kiss Museum, because that's my job.
Yeah.
But it wasn't what I was wanting it to be spectacular.
It's a little underwhelming.
A little underwhelming. And I asked around, like, hey, is this all? Is there anything else? But that was pretty much it. What I did not know... And this was something that one of our patrons told us. Mark, one of our new Patreon subscribers, saw the video on Patreon, the extended version, and said, hey, that's really cool. The Xfinity Mobile Arena where you're at used to be the Philly Spectrum.
Oh, yeah.
Where Kiss used to perform. He said, I saw Kiss there on the reunion tour. There's, I think, on Kissology, there's some footage from the Crazy Nights tour at Philly. So... I didn't realize I was on hallowed ground.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Not only was it Kiss Night here at the Wings game, but it had been Kiss Night on that very same lot many years prior, dating back to at least the 80s.
That's so cool.
That was really cool. Thank you so much, Mark, for that little piece of insight, because that made it even cooler.
Yeah.
That was awesome. So, yes, that's a news update on, Kiss Night, although if you saw the video...
Spotlight.
Spotlight, yeah. / if you, saw that video, you probably already heard about it, but that was just, my... personal experience there. It was really awesome, but other than that, we have a lot to get to as far as news happening in the Kiss world. It's crazy how 3 weeks and there's just so much to talk about. And one of the ones that we've talked about off camera, which I'm glad we get to finally talk about it now, is the fact that Gene and Paul are going to be inducted in the Songwriters Hall of Fame this year. That was something that I just wasn't even expecting.
No, it was not on my radar.
But it's crazy to see Kiss getting all of these more larger, higher end, more notable sort of honors or awards or recognition, the induction, whatever you want to call it. It just seems like Gene and Paul are starting to get their flowers a little bit. Yeah. Which is crazy because Kiss is the band that, they've never won a Grammy. They don't appear on all these major award shows anymore. They kind of did during the reunion tour. But Kiss just always seems to be on the outlying side of the mainstream. And they sort of are just like, they're in the culture and in the fabric, but nobody really focuses on them a lot.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, in December, we got the Kennedy Center Awards. I think it's this June is when Gene and Paul are going to be inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. So, we'll look forward to that. But just what an honor I'm sure it is for them.
I'm really excited about that. And it's funny, I didn't even intentionally wear this shirt because of this. But I found out on the same day that not only are Gene and Paul being inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame, but so is Miss Taylor Swift.
Where'd that shirt come from, by the way?
Well, it came from you. They know. They've seen it.
Yeah, I know.
They saw me open it. But I'm really excited about that. And I don't know a lot about the Songwriters Hall of Fame. I don't know how it works, if it's even televised at all. Or
I hope so.
I hope so, too.
Or at least stream on YouTube live.
And I don't know if it's, something that everybody that's being inducted always attends. I really hope so, because
I would hope so, because it's songwriters.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, this is an award for songwriters.
For writing. Yes. And I just think, I don't know, I just am really excited thinking about even the possibility of
Gene,
Paul, and Taylor being in the same room and maybe getting a photo together.
I need to wake up
cool.
the next day and see that image on Getty Images.
Dude.
With the red carpet with Gene, Paul, and whoever else.
Too good.
And Taylor.
Because
that would be fantastic.
I remember when Paul and his family went to the Eras tour, but I don't think they met Taylor, and if they did, there weren't photos.
Right, no, I don't think they did.
There was another time where Gene didn't go, but I know Shannon and Sophie and some others did. But again, no photos, so I just one photo.
Remember that photo of Gene and Katy Perry?
Yes.
We mentioned that before.
Yeah.
We mentioned that before. There's the photo of Kiss and Reba and Kelly Clarkson.
Oh, yeah, that's
at the
random.
CMT Awards in 2013. So let's manifest it in 2026. That'd just be a great photo.
I just want Paul and Taylor to have a conversation.
I think it'd be a great clashing of fandoms.
Yes,
because
crossover.
Both of them are so the Swifties and the Kiss Army so passionate. I know they're different generations, and they
but still
might be different in some ways. But at the end of the day,
there's
we're
a lot
all
in common.
we're all fans of the same thing.
Yep.
Now, Paul Sidoti, Taylor's guitar player, massive Kiss fan.
Huge.
This is something I don't think we've mentioned.
And friends, we've talked about.
No. The next thing I'm going to say.
Oh, okay.
Which is I think for my birthday or something.
I think it was for.
Was it for
Christmas last year? Like not 25, but 24.
You got me a Cameo.
Yes.
A video
Did we not share that?
I don't know. I don't think we did. And if we did, it's been a long time.
It has been a long time because it's been over a year.
Daphne got me a Cameo on the Cameo app from Paul Sidoti, who's the guitar player and has been ever since the beginning.
Yeah.
And he's a huge Kiss fan.
Yeah.
And so he talked about being a Kiss fan and growing up and how Ace influenced him as a guitar player, listening to Kiss music as a teenager, and how he still loves them. And it's just crazy, again, how much
we
of a
need to
small
rewatch
world
that
it is.
video. Like,
we
I've already
do.
forgotten some of the things he said, but that was so cool.
I'm pretty sure I saved it somewhere.
Oh, I'm sure you did,
That was what a great
he's
gift.
part of the reason this happened to begin with, I think.
Yes.
And he's the one that played Gene when they were dressed up as Kiss.
Pranking Keith Urban, yeah. And then she's the one that called Gene...
Yes, for
his birthday.
Paul Sidoti's birthday,
and talked to him on the phone, crazy. So, I don't know. Either way, I think it's really cool that Gene and Paul are getting inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2026.
I can't wait to hear more about that.
I think it's in June. Yeah. I think there is an exact date. I think it's somewhere in June. I wonder if it's something that you can get tickets to, if the public can buy tickets, because I would like to go to that.
That would be insane.
And we could do coverage on that for the channel. And if we get some souvenirs, I could just go to the Kiss Museum. But it would be a business trip / vacation.
We'll look into it.
We gotta look into that because that would be really, really fun.
Yeah.
Also, as soon as they mention Kiss, I'm gonna start hooping, hollering to the point that when you hear the playback, you're like, "Nah, that's Xander."
That'd be so cool.
Either way, I think it's really cool. I know it's not important because usually Kiss fans like myself, when Kiss gets snubbed, it's like, "Oh, we don't need that recognition." But when you get it, it's nice. It's nice to just absorb it, and bask in it. Exactly. You don't need it, but when you get it,
it's nice.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take it for what it is. Yeah. Take it for what it is. Speaking of songwriting, I Was Made for Lovin' You hit 1 billion views on YouTube. Did you see this?
I think so. That sounds familiar.
This happened, I think, early this past week.
Yeah.
I Was Made for Lovin' You reached 1 billion views on YouTube, and I'm pretty sure it was just a year or two ago it reached 1 billion on Spotify.
On Spotify, I was gonna say it felt like this had happened recently, but it was a different platform.
So again, I know it's not really like news or anything, but it's just one more thing to celebrate, and it's one more thing that I was not expecting at all.
Yeah.
The fact that, the fact that this song would be the one that reaches 1 billion views. I feel like Detroit Rock City and Rock and Roll All Night are some of the...
Or even Beth. Well,
but I just mean in terms of a hard rock... Kiss is a hard rock band, so you think of these hard rock songs.
Yeah.
And it's the disco song. It's the one
it's becoming their legacy.
It's the one that if you were to go back to 1979, 1980, it was the reason why fans left. It was another reason that people would poke fun at, Kiss fans for. It was just one more thing that was used against Kiss fans. It was, here's your hardcore... hard rock heavy metal band, and now they're doing disco and they're wearing pink. And it's like, okay, but let's wait 50 more years, and it's going to be the very reason why they're getting all these, this recognition and things like that. I mean, it was just last year before that, when they used I Was Made for Lovin' You for the entire score
of Fall Guy.
For Fall Guy, and then they used it in
something else.
King Kong.
Yeah, I was going to say something random.
Godzilla King Kong. It was like, what? So it's crazy to think that that's the one that's getting the most love. When you see YouTubers react, it's always "I Was Made for Loving You."
Yeah,
and I think that might have a part in it.
I think it does too.
You know, a lot of popular YouTube reactors will react to a popular song. And by reacting to the song, you're watching popular. It and you're just making it more popular.
Absolutely, yep.
And which tells the algorithm, okay, people want to hear it.
Song.
People want to hear it. So people in that that demographic, that age group, get thrown that video. And how could you not watch something that looks like that? It's just good stuff.
It's so good, and it also, I just feel like, is the most, since it is more poppy and disco-y, it's more universally likable.
Yes.
For even people that don't really listen to rock and roll, they're going to like that song because it's a catchy pop song, and you can't not like it. It's so funny how perspective changes over time.
Well, yeah, I mean, disco died, but pop did not.
Right.
And disco, you could argue, is just another form of pop.
I was going to say, disco was its own
especially
branch of pop,
in 2026 when everything is kind of popular. You know what I mean? Like, everything is popular to its own group. Like rock and roll and heavy metal is still popular.
Yeah, well,
like these bands, I don't care if you're a new band or an old band, like they still sell out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then you got like rap, which again is always popular. It has been getting more and more popular since the 80s.
Yeah.
And then you have country, which we were talking about today.
Yeah.
It's never been bigger than it is right now. No. Every artist seems to go country.
Yeah.
But then you have even like your 1979 disco song from a rock band.
And I'm telling you, I think even disco is kind of making a comeback in small ways in pop music because
Harry Styles.
Yes, that was going to be the second thing I mentioned. The
okay.
first one was going to be Sabrina Carpenter.
Okay.
She's a really good example of pop music that takes influence from every genre.
Mm-hmm.
She's got like pop songs with a little country kick, a little like Dolly Parton kind of vibe, and then she has ones that sound like ABBA that are like totally disco. And then Harry Styles has a new album coming out next month that is literally has disco in the title, and it makes me think of Kiss because it's called Kiss All the Time, disco occasionally.
which I think is great.
It's so funny.
Because that's Kiss.
That's Kiss. They're Kiss all the time, but they're disco
that's
occasionally.
Dynasty too. You know,
that was my first thought when I saw the album cover.
Disco sometimes. So
I'm telling
crazy.
You. Yeah, disco's coming back. That's one of the reasons that song is so popular.
Yeah, and I Was There for Loving You is just, again, it never ceases to surprise me how popular that song really is and how much people actually love it. Because again, when I was a kid, which has only been like 20 years, that was something that people would, ha ha ha, disco Kiss.
Right.
You're supposed to be the metal guy.
Yeah, you're supposed to be heavy.
And, here's your band, and they're doing doo-doo-doo, and it's like, well, keep saying that, and then we'll be right back here when...
It reminds me of, speaking of Back to the Future again, it reminds me of that scene in Back to the Future.
Yes!
Guess you guys aren't ready for that yet. But your kids are going to love it.
Bingo! 100%.
That's Disco Kiss.
You're absolutely right. Yeah. So that was just one more thing I wanted to put on the list was that, we have a Kiss song hitting 1 billion views on YouTube.
Milestone.
And we have the son of Gene and Paul who just released their video for their song Body Down.
Yeah.
And that happened, I think, just a couple days ago.
On Tuesday, yeah.
Yeah. Which I was in the premiere for. I was scrolling on YouTube and it said premiere in 5 minutes. I was like, click.
Yeah.
So I watched it as it premiered.
As it was airing. That's cool.
And I liked the music video more than was there a lyric video beforehand or something?
I think so. I can't remember what it looked like.
Yeah, I liked the music video a little bit better because it told more of a story. And obviously it was more visually exciting. I love the effects of them, like the double exposure.
The double exposures were my favorite part.
So there was some cool effects happening.
Yeah.
I just like the music video better than the original. And because of that, the song I like more, too, as well.
Yes.
But as far as I know, still no word on the album.
I was going to say, it's cool to have a video, but at this point, I'm really wanting a release date.
How great would it have been to have a confirmation date when that release? Like,
yes.
This is the video, and then guess what? You can look forward to this day in March or whatever.
Yeah, and I don't know if maybe they're planning on putting out another single.
Jeez.
And then announcing the album, but I'm really excited, and I love Body Down, but I kind of want them to pick up the pace a little bit.
Yeah, no, me too.
I just feel like everybody's going to lose interest if they don't hurry.
They've had great momentum, and I don't want to see that wasted either.
Yeah.
But yes, again, great to see.
Yeah, good song, good video.
While Gene and Paul are being inducted into the Hall of Fame, getting 1 billion views on one song, their sons are just now starting to really hit it big. I mean, they've always been releasing music and performing and writing
having
and recording.
Having their own little projects.
But it's definitely becoming more in the mainstream now.
Yeah.
And so I want to see them really hold that and take hold of that and run with it. Speaking of, I think one of our other Patreon subscribers, Rex, just told me about this. Nick and Evan have a 3-page interview in the new Guitar World magazine.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So that's really cool.
We'll need to get that. That's cool.
Yes, and I'm wondering if maybe there's
or if there's an
some more insight, into the release of the album there.
Mm-hmm.
Because, again, that would be a really great way to, oh crap, gotta go get the new Guitar World to figure that out. But either way, 3 pages.
That's a lot. It's a long interview.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, I have not read it. I had not seen it. I've just heard about it, so I wanted to make everybody else aware about it. We'll kind of just put that in here. Yeah, 3-page interview in the new Guitar World. Not sure if that's a January issue or February, or at this point they could be doing the March issue. You know how magazines are. They like to be on top or
ahead.
Purposely ahead, even though it's just not. They're just by name.
Right.
Either way, if I get a copy of it, I'll be sure to tell everybody, show everybody. But I just want to put the word out there that they did have
that's cool.
an interview. Speaking of magazines, and we'll go back to Kiss now, or more Kiss. Speaking of magazine, Peter Criss just made the cover of Rock Candy magazine.
Okay.
For 2026. This is I think it's a UK only magazine, so you can't find it on the stands here in the US. You won't find it in a grocery store like you could those other Life magazines and all that. But yes, Rock Candy magazine, Peter Criss made the cover, and I think he has a 16-page interview.
Dang.
And I could be wrong on that, but I know that there's a very lengthy interview.
That's really cool.
Mostly talking about, of course, his newest album. So, really cool. I've ordered a few copies of those, so I was hoping to have it here to show.
Not in yet.
But that just means it'll be for a future Collector's Corner.
That's right.
But I will be showing that and sharing that. But I wanted to at least let everybody know that in case if you wanted to go get yours and try and find it online, go ahead. I'm going to try and have a couple copies for the Kiss Museum. But also definitely one for myself.
Yeah.
I'm really interested to read that. I'm going to read that. I really enjoyed Eric Singer's Modern Drummer magazine interview last year. I'm looking forward to Peter Criss's interview in Rock Candy this year.
That's so cool.
So that one, again, I can't remember if it was I think it's the February and March issue. They're just doing.
Sometimes
they're just doing 2 in
1. Yeah.
So I think this one for Peter Criss on Rock Candy might be both February and March. But speaking of Peter Criss, it's happening in a couple weeks.
2 weeks.
I don't think we've even talked about this, which is crazy.
Have we not?
I don't think we mentioned this or not, or even hyped it up. But now's the time because it's February.
Yeah.
So I think it was in December. Daphne and I got tickets to meet Peter Criss at the Mad Monster Con in North Carolina on the 20th of this month. And I've never met Peter Criss before. Of course, he's the guy that taught me how to play the drums. I used to play drums to Rock and Roll Over just on repeat, back to back to back. And so this is a dream come true for me.
Yeah, I mean, he's the only member of the original lineup you haven't met.
Yes. But also, I mean, he's just a founding member of the band. He taught me how to play the drums. And I'm just super excited because he has slowed down in terms of public appearances in the last several years, which made me kind of think, okay, I'll probably never get to have that moment where I get to say thank you in person. Just like I had to Gene, to Paul, to Ace. I want that moment with Peter. And so I think we're going to get to have that moment here on the 20th this month.
That's awesome.
And it also looks like, in case you didn't know and you wanted to maybe go meet Peter yourself, he's going to be doing another appearance, I think, sometime in March down in Tennessee. And then he's also going to be doing an appearance in May out in New Jersey.
Okay.
So that's 3 times just within the first half of this year that
you can meet Peter Criss.
That Peter Criss is going to be making it, which is crazy. Now, I know that in the past there have been some appearances that have been canceled, maybe due to COVID or a personal sickness. But I'm really hoping that these events pop off. I want Peter to receive the fanfare that he so deserves.
Absolutely.
I want him to be able to just sign copies of his new album.
I was going to say, I want to tell him how much we love the new album.
I'm bringing my new album. I don't know where the case is right now. Right here. I got it right here. It's still in the shrink, so I'll have to take it out of the shrink. But yeah, I've got my copy of my album right here that I'm going to bring. I even have a pair of signature ProMark drumsticks that he sold. Well, I bought them from the Kiss Museum from Peter Arquette.
Yeah.
When I first started buying from the Kiss Museum, I bought a pair of actual signature Peter Criss drumsticks. And, 2 pair. Used one, kept one, and I'm glad I did because you can't find them anywhere anymore.
Yeah.
And so I want to have Peter also sign those and just tell him, hey, these are not these, but these are the sticks that I used to practice when I
Yeah.
was a kid and when I first got my first real big drum set. And so that's just going to be awesome. So I hope that if you're out there and you want to also meet Peter Criss, again, there's 3 dates. Go on his website, search the internet. Maybe there's more that I'm missing. I don't know. But it's really cool to see an active Peter Criss.
Yeah, that is awesome. I'm really excited
in 2026. Oh, yeah, me too. Me too. Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, since expos have been gone for so long, it has been so many years now since we've
Done a meet and
got
greet.
to meet a KISS member in person.
You're so right.
Like, it's been since 2019, has it not?
Wow. Yeah, that was the last expo we went
Yeah,
to.
and I can't think of any reason that... I mean, we've obviously, like, seen Ace in person.
Right.
But other than seeing them live, we
No.
haven't
And
talked to
Eric
them.
was walking around in Dayton, but we didn't.
Right, true. That was the closest,
Yeah,
I guess.
but we didn't
gotten.
say hi to him or
We
give
didn't
an
get-
autograph or
Yeah, we
anything.
didn't chat with him.
So, well, yeah, I guess you're right. It's been a long, long time.
Yeah.
It's crazy how time is flying. I was just thinking the other day that in 2.5 years, it'll be a whole decade since KISS announced the end of the road. They announced it in
I can't even process that right now.
in like the second half of 2018.
That's crazy.
And it's already
It's
2026. Which means that in about 2.5 years, it'll be a whole decade since KISS said, hey, this is our last tour. Time is just...
I can't wrap my mind around that.
It's freaky.
I can't.
It's freaky. Anyway, let's forget about that.
Yeah.
So the 20th, that's what, in 2 weeks?
2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Yep.
Yeah, so we'll be taking yet another trip
Yep.
down to North Carolina. We'll be meeting Peter Criss. And then also, I should mention, Dale Torborg will be there as well at the KISS Army Warehouse booth. So they're going to be down there as well. So we're going to stop by their booth.
Absolutely.
Say hi to Steve and Dale. We're very excited for that too. So yeah, just going to be one more KISS weekend. We will be cameras rolling as best as possible. We don't want to, obviously, bring cameras up to Peter's face. I'm not about that.
No.
And being like, hey, Peter, give me an intro. Say KISS Army things. Like, I don't give a shit. That's no. But I just
But
want
we'll
to
document as much as we can.
We're gonna get
Yep.
photos. I can't wait to get a photo with him. We have professional photos lined up.
Good.
And then I think you buy autographs there. So
Good.
that's happening in just a couple weeks, which is crazy because
I
again,
know.
we bought
It
tickets in
snuck up
December.
so fast.
How we did not mention that on the podcast until now, I have no idea.
Are you sure? I feel like maybe we did when we first got them.
Did we chat? I don't know. 'Cause
Yeah, let us
my
know.
mind is going out the window. It's going out the window.
Yeah.
So.
There's been a lot going on since then.
There's been a lot going on. Speaking of a lot going on, we're not the only KISS fans that are going through it right now.
Is that right?
I saved this. This would have been great for the beginning of the show to retain viewership, but I thought, you know what? No, this is going to be a reward
For watching
for
this
those
song.
that do watch this. Also, if you're watching over a half hour into the show, I have some interesting KISS news. Bad KISS news, if you think about it.
Okay.
But also very interesting. And I got this from Bill Starkey's Facebook page. He posted this, and I just laughed until I didn't laugh. But then I thought, you know what, we're going to talk about it.
Okay.
So, there was some reports of
I think I know what you're talking about.
stolen KISS merchandise.
Yes.
Some KISS fan had their house burglarized, and a large portion of their KISS collection was stolen. So, that's the bad part.
Yeah. I saw the headline, but I didn't look into it because I figured you would tell me about it.
Yes. When I saw it, I was like, I've got to be reading like an Onion article. I've got to be reading something like...
Right.
So that's clearly satire. But nope, it was 100% real, and I'm going to read you guys the shortened version
here we go. I'm
right
ready.
here, right now.
I'm ready.
So according to a Chattanooga Police Department affidavit, detectives were assigned to on January 6th to investigate a burglary at a home. Police say several boxes of collectible KISS memorabilia had been moved from a bookshelf in the living room to the kitchen. Others were missing. Investigators reviewed surveillance footage from a neighborhood home that showed a man walking from the direction of the front door and a woman seen nearby on a cell phone acting as lookout. Several days later, on the 12th, police say a man and a woman attempted to sell KISS action figures and memorabilia at a local bookstore. The store manager, had told police that he was contacted personally to asked to watch for specific stolen merchandise from the burglary. He immediately recognized the memorabilia as matching those items.
Wow.
And after reviewing surveillance footage from the store and the neighborhood, they were confirmed as the suspects, and they were charged based on the totality of the investigation, which was aggravated burglary and theft over $10,000.
Oh, they took a
So
lot.
not only did they get his Kiss stuff, but they took like a safe with like all his personal savings and stuff.
Oh no!
And it was just, I mean, again, you could imagine being this homeowner coming home.
Oh,
and
that's like worse. That's like worst
me
nightmare.
coming home and being like, you know, holy, where's my Kiss stuff at? Like, well, I guess I got a business, so it's different. But still,
Right, but still,
it's your stuff that you own. It's yours, and like you got like half of it was here, and now it's way over here, and the rest of it's gone. You're thinking, what's going on here? But I just want to say how freaking amazing it is that between the surveillance footage, between the store, the neighborhood home, and the store manager, just knowing everything
manager.
And being on the lookout and stuff, it was just a wild.
Yeah, why do I feel like this was like a half price books or something like that they thought they could make some money?
I didn't say the name, but it's kind of like that. It's not that, but it's
similar.
It's a local version.
Yeah, it's a similar type of store. That is absolutely insane. But so I assume that means if they were caught and charged, that hopefully the homeowner got his stuff back, or at least most of it.
Whatever was at least included in that sale right then and there was gotten back, because what happened was as soon as they brought it in,
hopefully it's safe too. That's the worst. That's almost. I mean, that's probably worse.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. I don't know about that. I'm pretty sure it was, but
I hope so.
But I know that once they brought the Kiss stuff in to sell, the store manager was like, "Yeah, let me get you a price on that," and started to call the cops, and they knew what was happening, and they ditched. So the Kiss stuff that was there,
so they left it and
left there,
yeah,
and then they got it back, and then I'm sure
they
you get a warrant to search whatever, and you can find the rest of it. But
crazy.
Just again, not the only ones having a bad year.
For real,
this person was having a bad start to his year too. So
yeah, man, 2026.
2026
take it easy.
is testing the Kiss Army this year.
For real,
it's testing us, but we will win and we will prevail.
We will prevail.
Just unfortunately he got burglarized, but in the end the suspects were caught, charged, and most of the items at least were returned.
That's fantastic.
There is a little bit of justice.
There's a happy ending at least.
Yeah, exactly. But there's your reward for watching our show, because you just never know what's going to happen in the Kiss world.
Yeah, it's not how I expected Kiss to be in the news
this
week.
No. And if you think we're done with the Kiss news, we're not. We're not, because we're not even at the biggest thing.
Okay.
This was just announced yesterday or the day before.
Okay.
And that is finally Kiss is going to have a Record Store Day release.
Oh, yes.
This year, April 18th.
Yeah, first time ever, right?
Yes. How many times have we been, like, how many years go by that we're just like, meh, another year with no Kiss?
Yeah.
It's been Eric Carr, which has been amazing.
At least there's been something.
And it's been something Kiss, something holding us off. But I'm just surprised that it's taken Kiss this long to do something, because that should have been the very first thing that they should have been jumping on.
Yeah.
Is having something.
There's so many options of what they could do each year.
And they could have done something lazy, but in my opinion, they picked the perfect choice. Yeah. And this has actually been a divisive thing
it's
in the Kiss Army, which I think is crazy, because when I saw it, I was like, what better choice?
Yeah.
Because, so basically what Kiss is going to be releasing is it was pressed at 40, it's a 45 RPM of the Kiss promo that was sent out to radio stations in 1976, and it's called a Special Kiss Tour Album. Mm-hmm. It's a white cover with just, some generic Kiss-looking text, and it only has 4 songs. It was the 4 singles from Destroyer. Mm-hmm. And so radio stations were sent this promo, and that was it. It was never a retail item. There's only, I don't even know how many there are, but it's not a lot.
No, it's very rare.
It's very, very rare, to the point where, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it was more of a legend. Like if you have one, you're one of the maybe 5 or 10 people that could ever have one.
Right.
I'm not sure, again, how rare it actually is, but it's not something that you're going to see in my vinyl tag.
Yeah.
The original, at least. This next one, hopefully, you will see in my vinyl tag. But, yeah, so they're doing an official release of the Kiss promo from Destroyer.
That's so cool.
Which is perfect, because we're right on the cusp of the 50th anniversary of Destroyer.
Yeah.
And they could have done another 50th anniversary Record Store Day release where it's just Destroyer but with a holographic cover.
Right. As if we don't have enough versions of Destroyer already.
Exactly. And maybe they'll put the original Sweet Pain version like they did on Resurrected and give us some new insert.
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay, great. No, they're doing an official release of some promo
I was gonna say
from
it's like
50 years
a
ago.
deep cut that probably not everybody even knows about.
Extremely deep cut. Again, for me, it was on the legendary status.
I didn't know this
You didn't know anything about it.
No.
For me, it was like part of the deep lore.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta go in your books
Yes.
to learn about this. So I think this is really cool. Some people are worried now that this will detract from the original and somehow... No, the original, I think, goes for hundreds.
I was going to say, I don't...
And it will remain at hundreds because it is an original.
I was going to say...
It's the promo version.
Yeah, people will know the difference, and those will remain valuable.
Yes, I think...
It's just, this gives everybody else an opportunity to have something like that.
It's interesting to me how people think the collector's market is affected when it does not work that way.
Yeah.
Like, and I see the line of logic because, it's a repro, that means, everybody can have it, that means the original is no longer... No, the original is still the original. It's the real deal.
Right.
This is just an official 2026. And there's only like 10,000 of these, too, so they will have some sort of collectability.
Yeah.
I guarantee that the eBay price on April 17th,
right,
the day before it's even out, will be skyrocketed, and the people that are just assuming they're going to go get one in line will have it for an incredible retail price. A week later, it'll go down. 2-3 months later down the road, it'll be normal again. You know what I mean? It's how it happens all the time. It happened with the Ben Cooper figures. I know, I sold them.
Yeah.
This is how it goes. You just got to stay on top of it, and as a consumer, you can wait for the price to drop, but then you might not get one.
Right.
And then it could be even higher, or you could wait till the market's flooded when it's really cheap, but you can't bank on any of it. So you're on your own.
Yeah.
For me, I'm going to get in line, and I'm not going to miss out because the last 2 years I've done Record Store Day trying to get the Eric Carr release. I've watched the person in front of me get the last one.
Yeah.
So it's up to me this year in 2026.
And that was with you thinking that you were arriving early, but it wasn't early enough.
I was there early. I was there in line.
How early did you get there last time?
I was there like an hour or two early.
Okay, it's going to have to be 3 or 4.
It's going to have to be 3 or 4,
You're
exactly.
You're going to be camping out a little bit.
Exactly, and they only open at 10, so I'm going to be there at like 6 in the morning. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be pitch black at whatever it is, I'm going to have to do it.
You can do it.
But
I believe in you.
We have a Kiss one coming out, which I think is super cool. It's the perfect choice. Destroyer 50th anniversary, the 4 singles for Destroyer, and then Bruce Kulick also has one for Transformer.
Yeah.
That's really exciting.
That
you
is.
have double Kiss.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Eric Carr isn't doing a 5th one.
I know, right? They've been doing one for him every year lately.
But then again, they've just been kind of doing like Unfinished Business and then Rockology and then Unfinished
Different
Business
versions
again.
of those, too.
Yeah, so they might be running out. But it's cool to see Bruce Kulick jumping in on because I'm pretty sure this is the first time that Transformer has been pressed to vinyl.
Wow, okay.
I don't think it got one because it was just after the age of vinyl at the time. So
before the resurgence.
Before the resurgence of 20... I mean, for us, it was 2009, but for mainstream, about 2013, 2014.
Yeah, maybe 14 or 15, something like that.
I feel like was. And then by 2016, it was in Target.
Yep.
Which is crazy. Wow. But, that was 10 years ago.
It's crazy that vinyl has already been popular again for over a decade.
Wow. We're having a lot of, I don't know if you want to call them epiphanies or just realizations, fathomings about
the passing of time and how old we are.
The passing of time and how not cool it is. But yeah, so vinyl has been very popular for the last 10 years, which is crazy because if you went back to 2006, nobody was talking about nobody I know.
I feel like when we were in middle school, high school, we were the weird ones for getting vinyl.
We were the ones that were weird for digging through. Like, why are you digging through bins of music when you can just go click and search in 1 second? I'm like, you don't understand.
Yep.
And well, now they do. Everybody gets it now because it's like everywhere.
There's nothing like analog media. There never will be.
No.
I mean, I'm really appreciative for all of the technology and the ways that
I love it. I love streaming.
I love the option.
I love digital.
I love the option, but I love
analog.
I need every option.
I love CD.
Yeah.
It
just depends on the mood.
I love cassettes.
Me too.
Cassettes are great.
Cassettes are the new vinyl. Like, I mean, I would say over the last 5 years, they not to the same level. But they have made a big comeback as well.
Artists.
I'm telling you, I have cassettes from freaking Taylor Swift, Harry Styles,
from her new album.
Like, I have current artists on cassette. Sometimes I go out of my way to get the cassette instead of the vinyl just because it takes up less space and it's fun.
That would be cool to see Kiss do a cassette release.
I would love that.
That would be interesting. Not for Record Store Day,
that.
but like just in general.
I would love that.
Like Kiss Online, a KOL exclusive.
That'd be so fun.
Cassette. Like, what album would be a cassette only? I mean, not a cassette only, but like would have been more Carnival of Souls and No, because Carnival of Souls and Silent Circus barely got cassettes. I don't know, but like the 80s albums.
The 80s ones.
That would be so
I heard
cool.
Crazy Nights for the first time on a cassette tape.
That is true.
Yeah.
You got it from a garage sale.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's how I fell in love with that album, was listening to it on cassette.
When the power goes out, I listen to cassettes.
Yeah, because you have a portable
Because I
one,
have a
don't
portable
you?
battery powered, so if I'm like, well, if I can't listen to my record player
Yeah, and you don't
want
to waste the battery that's left on your phone.
Yeah, exactly. And if I can't listen to my computer because it's dead, and in the vinyl because I'll just
no electricity. Yeah,
get the cassette player out.
I love it. We love analog media.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think it's awesome that we're seeing 2 Record Store Day releases one for Kiss finally, and one for Brews, which is just a bonus. Now, we thought it was interesting because they posted the wrong cover.
Yeah, Bruce had to do a posting correcting
the
it.
cover that everybody's sharing is not the correct one. That was the working cover, a placeholder.
The one that looks like Crazy Nights, but just Bruce, not the real cover.
No.
Yeah.
It's the one that is like him standing there.
Yeah, there's like lightning in the background.
Yes.
I want to say there's like some hints to Crazy Nights, but it's not as overt as that one.
I got it right here. And now it's pretty just Transformer, but like I liked the other one, but this one is definitely more original.
And it's more Bruce. Yeah, I like
it's definitely more original. So, that's coming out on April 18th.
Yep.
There's only 700 of the Bruce Kulick.
Wow.
That's crazy, because there's 10,000 of the Kiss ones.
Only 700.
There's only 700.
I wonder if our record store will even get it.
And it's only on CD. What?
Oh, no,
I thought this was a vinyl.
Is that not a picture of vinyl?
It's a CD vinyl lookalike.
Whoa, so it's a blue... It's meant to look like a small record?
Wow, it says down here... This is why I thought it was on vinyl, because it says Bruce Kulick was the lead guitarist of Kiss for over 12 years and is one of the all-time fan favorite members. Transformer is the second solo album by Bruce, released in 2004, which was never released on vinyl. So that's why I thought, okay, it was never released.
Yeah, why would they say that if it's not about to be released on vinyl?
But I'm looking at it right now, and it says format CD.
Interesting.
So, folks, I apologize. There's been a correction here.
I kind of want to glance at Bruce's post again to see if it specifies that.
Yeah, maybe there's something else I'm not looking at. Maybe it's on CD and vinyl, because there was Eric Carr's Unfinished Business was on CD and vinyl.
There's vinyl.
There is vinyl too? Okay.
Because this is the post he made correcting the cover.
Okay.
He said the real cover is below and the vinyl will be purple and orange.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Do we know how many vinyl there will be? Is there a link? Did he post a link?
He did not.
Okay.
Oh, here. In the screenshot he posted, there will be 1,500.
1,500 vinyl.
Yeah.
And then half as many CD.
Yeah.
Or just under half as many CDs.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so that one's going to be extra limited.
Yeah, that purple and orange will be cool, though.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, good. So we do have vinyl and CD.
So now it makes you wonder what Kiss is going to do. Is Kiss doing vinyl only, or will there be a CD version of this?
Yeah, maybe.
I'm looking.
I feel like a lot of times there's both.
You know what's crazy? It's a 12-inch 45.
Yeah, interesting. You don't see that often.
12-inch EP at 45 RPM.
Yeah.
And pressed on black and white splatter.
Cool.
That's going to look so good.
Yeah, and the black and white, just simple text cover. I love it. This is going to be so cool.
Yeah, the cover is the exact same as the original, which
yeah.
I love. I think it's great, of course, except for now we have the hype sticker.
Yeah.
10,000 of those, which is a large amount.
Yeah.
So this won't be on the... Well, I mean, what is considered rare?
I don't know.
1,500 compared to 10,000 is really rare. So there's going to be even less. There's only a tenth of the Bruce Kulick ones.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I know there's a wider market for
I was going to say, there won't be as much of a demand for the Bruce ones.
But I feel like anybody who's showing up to get the Kiss one is going to get the Bruce one.
True,
especially if you're waking up early going to Record Store Day.
Yeah.
It's like, dang, how could you not get the Bruce one?
Yeah, but not all of them will have it, probably.
No. And I'm interested to see what I walk away with, because if it's going to go my way, I'm going to have all of it. I'm going to have Kiss, vinyl, and then Bruce, vinyl, and Bruce
and CD. Yeah, ideally.
So
I hope you get it.
We'll see how that goes. But that, to me, I think is the biggest news.
Yeah.
The most fun news. Obviously, it's great that Kiss or Gene and Paul are going to be inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I can't buy anything.
Oh, you mean the Songwriter Hall of Fame?
Yes, the Songwriter Hall of Fame. Yeah, that's really cool, but I don't get anything from that. I think it's really cool that they're entering the Record Store Day market. Hopefully, it's a good turnout. Hopefully, it's good enough to where they'll
be incentivized
something
to do it again
for next year.
Yeah, I agree.
Because next year it would probably be Love Gun.
Yeah.
because next year, 2027, that's the 5th anniversary for Love Gun. So there's no way they're just going to not capitalize.
Yeah, they can get so creative with these releases.
Isn't there always 2
Yes.
record store day releases?
Yes, there's 2 record store days a year, usually.
So the next one's going to be in November?
Yeah.
That's Rock and Roll Over 50th anniversary.
Yeah, there's usually like a Black Friday-ish one.
Exactly.
And then the April one. Yeah.
That'll be right on the 50th anniversary of Rock and Roll Over. So they're probably going to do something for that one, too.
That will be fun.
So if we're entering this Kiss 50 era, they need to take a hold of it.
Yeah.
You know?
Milk it.
Milk it and give us fans something. And if you don't want to get it, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I am interested to hear what you guys think, because I'm hearing a lot of like, really, this is a lazy release, and I'm also hearing, wow, this is a really deep cut release.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
Like I'm hearing both. Wow, they're doing this for the first record, and then I'm also hearing, wow, they're doing that for the first one.
Yeah.
So it's just same thing, different tone.
Perspective.
So I'm interested to hear what everybody else out there thinks. I'm pretty excited. You can catch me in line looking for that, but that won't be until April. So also happening in spring. This is the last piece of Kiss news that I have, but this one's just kind of for fun. I do think it's cool that another Rock and Brews is going to be opening this time in Michigan.
Okay.
So I don't think it's any closer than the one in St. Louis.
Okay.
About 5 hours away, but it's also up in Michigan.
I say we like Michigan, so maybe we should go there.
That might be a reason for us to go up there. I've been dying to go to a Rock and Brews.
Yeah, me too. I really want to try it.
I've been looking for a reason to go to a Rock and Brews. I love that kind of style of dining anyway.
Yeah.
And I thought Hard Rock Cafe was okay. This seems to be Kiss's version of Kiss's less gimmicky
version of that
Hard Rock Cafe. So I'm excited.
Maybe that's another adventure we'll have this year.
I'm hoping it is. I don't know the exact date. I just heard spring 2026, about 5 hours from us, way up in Michigan. But they're moving more Midwest.
Good. I say they're getting closer.
That's what I'm wanting, because I feel like they're only on the West Coast, and then there's like, I think one again. There's one in St. Louis and one in Michigan. Yeah. So we're just meet in the middle, guys.
There should be one in
There's got to be one in Circle City,
Cincy.
Baby.
Like,
Circle City has to get one.
Yeah.
There's just no reason for there not to be one.
Even the Indy airport, I feel like would be a good place for it.
Yes, there's one at the LA airport.
Right. I was gonna say, I know they've done the airport thing before, and the Indy airport is like really big, really nice, and really busy all the time. Very popular.
Very nice.
It's I'm not just saying that because we live here. It's my favorite airport that I've been in.
Cheers to the Indy airport.
It stresses me out
the
least.
Airports. Yes, I hate airports, and that one stresses us out the least.
Yeah. Cheers. Bring us a Rock and Brews. That'd be so cool.
Yes, bring us a Rock and Brews.
But until then, we'll go to it.
Yes, I've been dying to go to one, and maybe I think the last one they did, which was up in like Wisconsin or whatever, Gene's band performed.
Yeah, that's true.
So how cool would it be to have Gene's band perform at the opening of this one?
So do we know when? Did you say when it opens? Sometime in the spring?
Yeah,
is that right?
This spring.
Okay, we'll have to pay attention to that.
Maybe there is a date. I just missed the date, but
that'd be cool if we can make it to the grand opening.
That's what I'm saying. Grand opening. If we do grand opening, we can cover that.
Yeah.
And Gene would be there, and we'll eat some good food and rock out, and that would just be a really, really fun trip.
Yeah.
So much fun could be happening this year. I'm just excited to kind of get a feel for it now, because now we can get an idea what's happening. You've got Peter Criss making so many appearances, and we have Kiss entering Record Store Day release. We got Gene and Paul getting more recognition. So 2026, as far as I'm concerned, off to a great start.
Yeah. Off to a great start.
So that does conclude it for the Kiss section of things, but that does not conclude this episode, because even though I've not been, we didn't do any episodes for the last 3 weeks, I still have been collecting a little bit, and I have a few things to show for this week's corner. So this I found in the wild yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
You and I.
Yes, this is fun.
Yeah, so we went out and happened to come across a local flea market that we had never noticed before.
No, we didn't know it existed.
And we're like, okay, well, let's go in there, and we'll just look around and see what we find. And I think you found a couple small things that were cool, and I happened to find these two things right here. I found PlayStation 1 copy of Kiss Pinball from 2000, 2001, somewhere around there, and then I found a DVD copy of Detroit Rock City.
A very beat up one, but still.
I think it's funny because somebody cut out the characters themselves, which I think is so funny. So they must not sure what they did with it, put it on a notebook, or
taped it on their wall,
or something like that. But I just thought it was great.
Some kid,
somebody had fun with that. But yeah, the DVD itself is in really great shape.
Is it really? Okay,
yeah,
good.
It's in great shape. You have the inside there, and then of course the pull out flap there. But yeah, so the DVD is in great shape. I thought it was funny that somebody tore the cover off.
Yeah.
And then again, PlayStation 1 copy of Kiss Pinball.
It's got that cool black disc.
This is something that I think should come back.
I love those.
All
They're
the
so cool.
PS1, like Mortal Kombat had this. The black back, I don't know what it is, but
it looks just awesome.
Immediately that much more cool. But yeah, so there was a lot of hate given to this game, and if it came out when I was my age, or if I was my age now and it came out right now, I'd be like, yeah, I see why it's.
Oh yeah.
But when I'm like 5, and there's a Kiss PS1 game,
hell yeah,
it's pretty awesome. The thing was that there was no Kiss music that was licensed for it, so the budget for this just didn't seem to be all that high.
Wonder.
So you can only play 2 boards. There's one board that's like more red, and there's one that's more blue.
Yeah.
And you can get points and play Kiss Pinball and all that with your controller, but that's really it. There isn't really any like story or any like other real thing going on. There's no Kiss music. I think that maybe it's Gene and Paul's voice. I don't know. I doubt it. But either way,
I mean, we should low-key get your PS1 out and
we'll play it.
And
just say the word.
I want to try it.
Just say the word because
pinball.
This was so much fun as a kid.
Yeah, we should.
And I know Jeb would love to play it again too.
Yeah.
So if you want to bust out the Kiss Pinball, just say the word.
I think we should.
And we'll do that.
That sounds fun.
That's so nostalgic. I love the Kiss Pinball. We had that. I didn't have Kiss Nightmare Child as a kid. I didn't have the second Dreamcast.
Right.
But I did have the Kiss Pinball. So, yeah, that's just a couple random, like, in-person finds. It's always cool to find stuff in the wild. But, yeah, I do, obviously, most of my shopping online. And this item comes from the Kiss Army Warehouse.
Nice.
So, thank you, Steve. And I am going to get the Kiss knife, obviously, to open this up here.
Of course.
Okay, so this is Kiss Him Cologne. The aerosol version.
Oh, wow.
But I've never seen this packaging.
No, I don't think I have either.
I've never seen that kind of packaging. Now, hold on one second, because I do want to go grab the one that I do have.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never seen an aerosol one at all, I don't think.
That's Catman, right?
Yeah. Okay, so you do have an aerosol one. It just has a different cap, kind of.
Yeah, so this is the Catman one that I have. It's empty.
Yeah.
As you can see, there's nothing in there.
There's
that one is pretty full.
Yeah.
But yeah, look at the packaging on this.
Yeah, the shape of the bottle is completely different.
Well, the shape of the bottle is... Well,
I think it is different.
Let's get this cap off and figure this out. So, no, it's it's just the cap itself. The bottles are the exact same.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it really is
But
just
they have
cap.
different caps.
Fascinating.
Now, I've never seen this cap before, so I wonder if maybe it's a replacement cap.
I don't know. It's kind of like a new sticker on it.
But I bought it because A, that, and plus it's obviously full, so or at least mostly full.
Oh, it seems to fit pretty well.
It fits pretty well. It looks perfect. But
either way, super cool.
When I saw it, I was like, never seen that design before, other than, of course, the
body of it.
The body itself. So, got it. It's also full, so it has some in there. You guys know how I feel about the Kiss Him, Kiss Her stuff. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. It's been like, came out in 06, 20 years ago. 06 is...
06 keeps coming back to us.
And 2016 are going to be a theme.
Yeah, of 2026.
In 2026. Yeah. Later this August, it'll be 10 years since you saw your first Kiss concert. August 2016, remember that? We saw 2 back-to-back with a vacation in the middle. That was dope. So that's going to be coming up this year.
That's wild.
But, so this, again, just was more of a Xander and his weird quirks there.
I love it.
But, yeah, I do have some Kiss cologne there. I think I have one more aerosol can, but it's also empty. Yeah. Not sure which character it is. So here is...
You have more than I thought today. You made it sound like you had nothing today, but you have a few things.
So, let's see. That we bought yesterday.
Right.
That's the only thing I've bought online since the last episode. Mm-hmm. This was on its way from the last episode.
Oh, yes.
But I didn't open it. So this one is left over from a while ago. Gotcha. This is about a month old almost.
Gotcha.
The rest of this just happened. So all in all, it's still a very light...
Very true.
A light corner, but this I'm excited about because it's not even Kiss. It's Kiss, but it's not Kiss.
Okay.
And I know that sounds dumb, but...
Oh, yeah! Oh, my gosh!
So, I don't even know where to begin with this, guys.
I didn't know you got this.
And I know, I'm weird.
Can I open it?
Open it. But,
aww.
So, I'm a fan of Kiss.
Yeah.
I'm also a fan of Pokemon.
Yeah.
And Pokemon is celebrating its 30th anniversary this year, which I think is crazy because I remember when Pokemon was like, say Kiss in 77, where you couldn't turn a corner without like every Happy Meal.
Everywhere.
Pokemon. You went to the toy store, it was Pokemon. The movies, Pokemon. TV, Pokemon. Trading cards, Pokemon. I had Pokemon bed sheets. I had Pokemon pillowcases. I had Pokemon pajamas. I had all the toys. I had
love
it all.
it.
I was Pokemon. So the fact that they're doing 30th anniversary is just crazy to me. But some time within the last 5 or 10 years, there was the Kiss Pokemon that were released. And so one of them is this little guy right here. This is
Zigzagoon, right?
This is a Zigzagoon, but it's from the Galeria region.
Yes,
so it's called
it's a special one.
So it's a Galarian Zigzagoon. And these names I know are dumb. Trust me, I didn't come up with them.
Right.
But yes, the Pokemon itself is called a Zigzagoon, which sounds like a raccoon that zigzags.
Right.
Right? So,
Yeah.
okay, the Pokemon, that's...
So cute.
And then it's from the Galeria region, because usually these look way different.
Yeah.
It's the Galeria version
That
only
are black and white like this.
that looks black and white.
And has the star eyes.
It has 2 star eyes.
The Gene tongue.
Yes.
It's very Kiss.
It's black and white striped. It evolves into the Galarian Linoon,
which is even more Gene-like.
which also has the tongue.
It's got an even longer tongue.
An even longer tongue. And, also makeup and all that, still very black and white. And then it evolves into Galarian Obstagoon, who is full-on Gene Simmons.
Yeah.
Who has the armor and the real tongue, the demon makeup.
Is a lot bigger
and
and
a
scarier.
lot bigger and scarier. So that's the third final form evolution.
So cute.
And on the Pokemon website, the official website, they had, there you go, there's the official tag. They had little stuffed animals of Galarian Zigzagoon.
I love him. He's so cute.
The Linoon and Obstagoon were completely sold out.
Gotcha.
So I went ahead and got the smaller version of the Galarian Zigzagoon because it's freaking Paul Stanley.
I love it.
It's the Star Child Pokemon.
Yeah.
This is my buddy in Pokemon
Go. Yeah.
Yes, this is my character's Pikachu, if you will. This is my little sidekick. So I was like, well, why not get one in real life and have
mascot.
one for real? It's official Pokemon merch, and it's all but confirmed that it was made.
It's Kiss inspired.
It's Kiss.
Yeah.
Sure. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Insane if it's not.
and if that you think if you think that's a reach, then let's just go ahead and confirm it right here right now. Because I also got with it a T-shirt. Notice it's that nice black washed vintage look that I love.
Vibe, yeah.
Yes. So this is a tour shirt.
Oh, not the yellow to orange gradient.
So
oh my gosh.
It's called Obstruct. That's the band, not Kiss. It's called Obstruct. And it says Galar Region Tour.
That's awesome.
So, and there, of course, again, is the Pokemon that looks exactly like Gene Simmons. You can't tell me otherwise. That is the Gene Simmons Pokemon. The band, Obstruct with, like I said, the orange gradient. It's in reverse.
That's hilarious. Yeah, you're right.
Normally, it's more red to yellow. This is more, yellow to red, but still exactly what you expect. It says Galar Region Tour, and on the back, it has the freaking dates.
Nice.
Or at least the place where they're playing.
Oh, and it's got the other two. It's got the Zigzagoon and the...
Yeah, so there you go. There's the other Pokemon there. But Obstruct Galar Region Tour.
Are these like Pokemon
the
villages?
Dates? Yes,
like
the villages.
towns?
That's where the stops where the band's playing.
Cute.
So they made a literal tour shirt out of it.
Fun.
I was like,
I didn't know anything about this.
So
I love it.
Like, it's so meta that no Kiss fan would ever know about it. I feel that unless you're a Pokemon fan and a Kiss fan.
Right, which is a small crossover.
That's a very niche, you would never know. But I was like, well, I'm not just going to not get that.
That's really cool.
That is a literal Kiss Pokemon tour shirt.
I love it.
And it has that black. And
I was going to say
it's on the bigger side. They didn't have my size. Well, actually, it's large.
It's a large,
wow.
but it's just a weird cut. It's very wide. But it also hasn't been washed yet, so it'll probably shrink a little bit.
Yeah.
That's very, very cool. I love it.
Chichester, Freesington, Postwick, Wedgehurst. Check out, because, Obstruct is coming near you.
I love it so much.
I thought that was just so cool.
That's
so very well
cool.
done. I need to go grab one more thing really quick.
Did you forget something?
I did.
Okay.
This I should have showed in the beginning of the episode when I was talking about my Kiss Spotlight.
Ah, yes.
This is the T-shirt that I got
from Kiss Night.
From Kiss Night in Philly. So you can see here, it's exclusive to that night only. You have the logos for Both teams, actually. That's really cool.
That's cool.
You have the Wings and the San Diego Seals.
Nice.
Kiss Night, January 23rd, 2026. You have the official logo there. Nothing on the back, but on the hoodie, this would have been the back part of the hoodie, and then you would have had a simplified version of this graphic.
Cool. Like in the corner.
On the front, yeah. So I did not get myself a hoodie, although I guess if I decide to keep one at one point, I can just pull one off the website if I wanted to.
You're not a big hoodie guy anyway.
No, I'm not.
At least not pullover. Is it a pullover or zip up?
It's a pullover.
No, you're more of a zip up
If it was a zip up,
yeah.
I would have kept 3 for myself. No, not really. But if it was a zip up, I would have definitely had them. But I do have large, extra large. That was another thing is that the sizes were not. They didn't really go up beyond 2X.
Right, which is a bummer.
Which is kind of weird. And I didn't see any larges for t-shirts either. There was large hoodies, extra large hoodies, and 2X hoodies, but there was only extra large and 2X t-shirts.
Wow.
Unless somebody came through before me.
They may just have sold out pretty early.
Which if they did, that's crazy because I was there when doors opened.
That's true, yeah.
I was right there. And there was nobody else that was buying. I mean, you guys know me. I mean, I have to. It's my job. I bought a stack of this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and I was asking, like, hey, do you guys have any larges? They're like, what's out there's out there. I'm like, dang.
Yeah, fascinating.
So, very limited sizes, limited merch, limited selection, but you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah,
so
still cool.
I still got my t-shirt. I still love it. It's just, feel that. It's just like thick material.
It's very thick.
It's not burlap sack, thank goodness.
Yeah.
But
it's still relatively soft, but it's very sturdy.
But I don't feel like I'm going to tear a hole in it day one.
No. That's the thing with the stretchy soft ones is that they do wear through very quickly.
Yeah. So I was very pleased with the quality.
It's a nice in between.
I was very pleased with the quality of the shirt. I'm very pleased with my new Pokey Pal there. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I guess the last thing we're going to do is the KISS calendar.
Indeed.
Which we do have some things to add to it. We are no longer in January.
Right.
We are now... I wonder how KISS karaoke went, though.
I am wondering if it happened, because
there
was a snowstorm and the South was hit pretty hard that night. Yeah. So I'm wondering if perhaps it was canceled. We'll have to look into that. Yeah,
I had not heard or seen any video from that. I was thinking about making my trip down there and being like, well, I've got one more day with this rental, so why not just go down to Atlanta?
Mother Nature said no, and go home.
Go home and see Daphne. I was like, all right.
I'm so glad you did.
I can do that. So we're on February, and then here is the new graphic, which is the cover of the calendar itself. So... Love Gun there for February.
Red for
Valentine's Day Love Gun.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get it.
I see the method of the madness here. But no, the first thing I wanted to add was, of course, today, which is Mark St. John's birthday.
Right.
February 7th. And then we also have, of course, on the 20th, we're going to be meeting Peter Criss.
So excited.
And I think that is it for right now. So yeah, Mark St. John's birthday, meeting Peter Criss. I'm trying to think, was there anything else? I mean, there's other things happening, but we'll have to just...
For February, I don't know. Nothing that we know of yet. But I'm sure things will come up.
I won't put somebody got their KISS merch stolen on the...
Yeah, I don't know if that's
on
calendar level.
No. But
this is for fun things, mostly.
Yeah, fun things, anniversaries. I think the next thing will probably be in March, which is Destroyer?
Yeah.
I'm not sure when these anniversaries are going to kill me this year. But we'll get to them when we get to them. For now, though, I'm just, really excited to meet Peter Criss and go to North Carolina, another road trip.
Yep, that'll be fun.
We need to get our hotel booked.
Yeah, this came up on us so fast. Literally, yesterday I was like, oh my gosh. Next week is Valentine's Day. The week after that is Peter Criss.
Yeah.
Wild.
It's wild. Time is moving so fast. We're already like a sixth of the way through the year, I think.
Don't say that.
I think, if I'm getting my math right. Not quite. We're almost.
Something like that.
At the end of this month, we'll be a sixth of the way through. It's crazy how time is flying, but...
time is flying, and yet this is the longest winter ever, and I am ready for spring.
I'm sick of the winter. I'm sick of the snow. I'm over the snow.
Me too.
I'm ready for warm weather. I
tried to embrace winter as long as I could, but I am over it.
Christmas is over, so now it's time to get to the spring. I'm ready for road trips, blue skies.
Yeah, I need
warm
sun.
Weather.
I need colors outside.
Yes. Maybe North Carolina will just be naturally warmer.
I hope so.
Since
it might be, yeah. Yeah, that's something to look forward to.
Either way, rest assured, we're going to have video coverage of us meeting Peter. in North Carolina. We're going to be documenting all the fun things we do because I love sharing our love of Kiss with you guys. I love the fact that you guys are joining us every week. I want to also give a very special thank you to the Patreon subscribers because, as I explained, as I always explain, you guys really do matter, and your support directly goes into the content that we create. So thank you. We even mentioned two of them here in this episode.
True.
Both
Yeah.
Mark and Rex, because they keep us informed on things.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm doing my best out here, guys, trying to keep up on all the Kiss news, but it really does.
It's a team effort.
It takes a village, and I'm glad to have the people that we do who are willing to support us. So thank you guys so much. We'll be sure to join you guys back here on episode 164. When that might be, I don't know. Next week's video is going to be,
happens.
yeah, I was going to say, next week's video is not going to be a podcast. It's going to be a very fun collector's video. So if you're a collector, you like minutia, you like vintage Kiss collecting, you're going to want to check into next week's video. In either case, this has been episode 163 of the Kiss Army Things podcast, talking about some Kiss news. Did I miss anything? Let me know in the comments, and I'll be sure to bring up the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys. Have a great rest of the month. Hopefully it's better than the beginning of our year.
Yep. I feel like I'm hoping we can only go up from here. That's
exactly. We've hit rock bottom,
yeah.
And now we need to go up. So yes, we'll be sure to check in back with you guys next time. In either case, my name is Xander.
My name is Daphne.
You guys take care. Peace out. Rock on. Have a good one.